Good morning. It is the 24th of June. I did not make a video yesterday. I did trade and I actually did make a little bit of money, not much. I made one good trade and then I decided to get greedy and uh, ended up actually losing a little bit of what I'd made, but I ended up doing okay. I think I ended up at $368 or something for the day for one account. Right now, with everything that's going on in the Middle East, it does not make any sense to sit around and try to figure out what's going to happen moment to moment. If we look at the 15-minute chart here, you can see that we're in somewhat of a descending triangle. However, you can also see that we have moved up a bunch overnight. So I would not pay too much attention to that. We have come back down almost into the middle of this. The middle of this consolidation area is right there where that blue line is. That would probably be a good place for us to stop. I'll be honest, I'm hoping to get a quick trade and get out as always. If the world ever calms down again, and the markets go back to operating somewhat normally, then I would love to make a few more trades. But yesterday I made a few more trades than I intended to because I honestly read the market wrong. The market did something that it rarely does, and I kind of finally figured out what it was doing, but I survived. Today we are in a sideways chop, so this is not looking good already. We're moving sideways. Another thing to note, little things that you will see is if you can see this, the bottoms of these wicks here on this 15-minute chart are slowly going up. So at least for now, between the fact that we moved up overnight and the fact that we're pushing up now, and then this bar here was I think a written statement from one of the Fed people. I would not put any weight into that. I would ignore that completely. Although that's a pretty good chunk. And sometimes that's a precursor to what's going to happen. So we're at 28. We've got about a minute and a half till the market opens. I'm just going to trade one contract a day until the world calms down. And the funny thing is, I used to see guys that were traders and they were always worried about losing money and they were always worried about reasons they should not be trading. And the truth is, the longer I've been at this, the more I become just like those guys. I used to think, man, that's just ridiculous. They're always scared to trade. But to be honest with you, with everything going on in the world, and at any moment, somebody could say something or do something to send the market 1,000 points one direction or another. It does not make a lot of sense to spend a lot of time hanging out here. You want to try to find an opportunity and get out. My A plus trade is for us to move up or down off the open and then pull back to the moving averages. Yesterday we pulled down and then we pulled back up and then we just kept going. And it's not uncommon for that to happen, but it doesn't usually happen as fast as it happened yesterday. We went straight down and came straight back up and just kept on sailing for a while, and then it chopped around and went up and down, which is kind of a typical Monday. It actually went down yesterday to a liquidity line, and we've got a liquidity line down here. We got another one here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this halfway up this, about halfway. Nah, I don't think that's going to matter. I don't care about that. Okay, we are 10 seconds from the open here, and we'll see what happens. I've already done my checklist. We've got our correct order type in, our correct order count in, and we are open. Let's see what happens. We're kind of in a descending triangle on the 15-minute. We've now busted the bottom of those 3 bars over here that I was talking about. But again, we've been in an up move overnight. So as is often the case, there's reasons for the market to go up and reasons for the market to go down. We'll just have to wait and see. And or it could just go nowhere. It can sit and just chop sideways for 3 hours after the open. That's not normal, but you have to anticipate that it could happen. All right, we've only got 11 seconds open on this bar. We're getting kind of a rejection here, but this bar is about to close. So really, this hasn't told me a whole lot. We opened, immediately started down. That doesn't tell me a whole lot. I'm going to put a sell stop or put a sell stop there. Naturally, we're going to go the other way. What I'm trading now is I normally trade these pullbacks, but the market has been so dirty that I have started trading extensions of ranges because the market will move and then it will pull back and pull back and pull back and pull back. And instead of getting one or two pullbacks, we're getting four and five. And it's become very difficult to trade the way that I normally trade. And so you either adapt or you get killed. And so I'm trying to adapt by trading range extensions. You see here, we're going nowhere with this. This is just sitting there. So one of these two will end up breaking. This thing will end up breaking up or breaking down. So I think we can get rid of that at the moment. Um, we can assume, at least for now, that's not going to work. Now, normally, if this pulled back down to here, I would buy that. But man, right now I'm having to buy into strength and sell into weakness, which is what you're kind of supposed to do. But I might buy this if this rejects here. Nope, we're going to lose money on this, I think. Yeah, this is why these rejection plays have just not been, they've just not been working out. They've just not been working at all. And at least for now, it looks like we're just going to go sideways. All right, let's see. We may be getting a rejection here. All right, try this one more time. We'll see. Now we've set a point here and we've set a point here. So one of these 2 points is going to give. And when it does, we want to be a part of that. I think is how we want to trade this. All right, we're going to trade the extension and see if it goes anywhere. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're going to keep our stop pretty tight because we don't really know what's going to happen. This thing may just go nowhere. All right, I've kept my stop tight. I've lost a little money here, but not much. All right, we're getting another rejection here. All right, let's see what happens here. We'll take one more shot at this. See what happens. There's nothing that says we have to go anywhere. If we can get one good trade, we're going to call it a day. I'm going to put my stop here. Keep moving my stop up. Not going to lose any more money. See if we can get 20 points out of this. Come on, push on it. Okay. All right, so we're basically back to even. And now, of course, it's going to take off. This is just a horrifically choppy opening. All right, we're going to give this one more shot and see if this thing will push on up. This may not be our day. Maybe a good day to not trade. It's trying. Okay, we're going to follow our stop up. Yeah, folks, we can't really trade this. This is just chopping around. Um, we're not really going anywhere. We haven't lost any money to amount to anything yet, which is pretty miraculous given how choppy it's been. But and I got no clue on this, so I think we're going to call it a day, and we'll try it again tomorrow and see if maybe tomorrow we can get a little cleaner open. But this is about as dirty a open as you can get. So we'll see you tomorrow.